It was a year ago, I was on this stage, and I gave a PowerPoint presentation on the benefits of Argi Plus. And there was a specific slide that I showed in that event that actually had a backdrop of the Nobel Prize being won by Dr. Farhad Murad. Now, Dr. Murad, through a lot of research on nitric oxide signaling pathways, gave us this research that we were looking for. And it gave us some specific direction on how we can take nitric oxide and open up the blood vessels and let the nutrients and oxygen flow. This is Nobel Prize-winning research. I looked up Dr. Murad, and I contacted him through a friend and gave him a sample of Argi Plus. Since I believe, and you believe, it's the best product in the world, why not have the person who won the Nobel Prize on it be aware of it? So I sent it to him. He reviewed the product, and to my surprise, he responded back that it was the best arginine supplement he had seen in the market. Now, you hear me tell you that, and you think, well, that's nice, Steve, but I'm sure I'd like to hear it from him. Well, that's almost impossible. I mean, he's a Nobel Prize winner. You know, how is that possible? So I said, well, I wonder if you would just write that down for me. Could you just write it down, and then I could put it on a PowerPoint slide and actually have you in quotes there? Is that okay? And he said, Steve, you know what? I really think this product is a game changer. This is a very, very special product. I'll do a little bit better than that. If you'll send some people out, I'll do an interview, and I'll put it on video, and this is the video I'd like you to see.
At age 12, I knew I wanted to go to medical school. I grew up in a restaurant, a small family restaurant. My parents had very little education, worked very, very hard, and I decided I was going to make more money and not work as hard as they did. Well, I've learned that I work just as hard, if not harder, than they do, but I enjoy doing what I'm doing. Winning the Nobel Prize was very exciting, very rewarding. You realize the leaders in science around the world say, yes, this is important, what you've done is important, and this is a nice recognition for all of that work. My brother has diabetes, one brother, and he's had it for more than 50 years. And he carries a shopping bag of medicines when he travels, and he comes visit. He plunks down his bag on the kitchen table and spends a half an hour taking all of these supplements and pills and everything else. I used to tease him all the time. But now I realize that he survived his diabetes for 53 years only because he's been taking all of these antioxidants and other things. And I'm quite a believer and have been now for the last decade or so. Hypertension, diabetes, atherosclerosis, tobacco use, and perhaps obesity, where your blood vessels are too constricted because you have endothelial dysfunction. The blood vessels don't make enough nitric oxide, or they remove it too quickly. And if you enhance the production of nitric oxide, the blood vessels will widen, decrease the blood pressure, increase nutrients and oxygenation of the tissues downstream. I think the opportunity for nutritionals such as Argi Plus, with L-arginine and antioxidants coming from various fruit and grape extracts and other substances, will enhance the effects of nitric oxide production and activity, and it's going to become more important in the future as the population gets older. I want to solve some more problems. Working with a company like Forever Living, with the exposure with this product, the travel will permit me to reach out and identify collaborators and trainees to come work with me, to do some things in some other parts of the world that we're not doing.